You're locked in with Atlanta's hottest hip hop station. The Hype 87.3.
That's right. It is your girl, Tampa Mystic, and we are live right here on the Hype 87.3 and ATL. It has been an active morning already, and we rolling right into Alabama in the building. London, Lorin, what's going on with your family?
What's up with you? How you doing?
It's a pleasure to finally be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? We've been following each other for a long time on Instagram, and, you always are very, engaging, and I just want to quickly give you your flowers. It's important to me because, life be lifing, right?
Life be lifing for sure.
Facts, man. Introduce yourself.
I'm London, Lorin. I come from Northport, Alabama, and I make good music.
That's right. And you brought the good energy, good vibes through today.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. Well, listen, bro, thank you for being here. I'm glad you made it here safely. Mm-hmm. Anything else you got going on in the city while you're out here?
I got a live performance right after this.
Really?
I don't know if you heard of them. They call the Pink House.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap in with them.
That is
as soon as I
dope.
leave here. Yeah, so.
Shout out to the Pink House.
For sure.
Have you done live performances like that before? Like the mic drop performances?
Yeah, plenty of them, yeah.
That's dope. You out here working.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
How long of a drive is it from your city to here?
Roughly about 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's a pretty easy drive. You can come here and go back same day if needed.
Same day.
That's how I be. In and out. Boom. Handle the business and go on back home.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you grow up there?
I was in and out for real, but majority of the time. Yeah. I was all over, how the family stuff go.
Understood.
So you never really know how you coming in and coming out, but majority of my time was spent there for sure.
Let's talk about it. Let's take it back because it's important that people understand your journey.
No, for sure.
You've probably overcome some, obstacles and, different things in your life. Take us back to your childhood before the age of 10. What were you like as a youngin'?
Off the chain.
You was a bad kid? Nah.
I was told that, but I always knew I had much more. You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
My energy was different. I think I was just more misunderstood.
Man, that's ironic because that's one of the things I be talking about because I feel like I misunderstood too, and we're going to get into that a little bit later. Okay. But what were you into? Was sports ever an interest for you, or were you just hanging out in the street with your friends?
Probably a little everything for real. I really get into anything that just interests me, but I'm spontaneous, so I just try a array of different things. Yeah. Whatever's fun and just different.
Do you remember when you were little what you aspired to be when you grew up?
It wasn't music. It's crazy how I feel like it was always in me, but it just didn't start like that.
Understood.
I was more like the misfit. My hero was Tony Hawk, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I was into different stuff.
Did you play video games then?
Yeah.
Got to. Got to, most definitely.
You get lost in the video games.
Absolutely. But you know what, though? I always allowed my son to play video games because I said, at least I know he's home and he's safe.
Exactly.
He's not out in the streets doing something he shouldn't be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would rather him be home playing video games for hours than out running in the street for hours and I'm not knowing where he's at.
Exactly.
So definitely. When did music start coming into play as far as it becoming a personal interest for you?
I used to joke with it.
Yeah.
I mimic artists and bust out in the classroom just saying little stuff. And I think one time my teacher, she was just if you put that much dedication into your work that you do to music, you'll be straight A student.
Wow.
So I'm oh, y'all like this? And they liked it. It was turned.
That is dope.
I was let me get into it. I just started doing it for real, and it was natural.
What grade was that approximately?
I probably was in 5th grade.
Okay, so
I remember
true youngin'.
Yeah, I remember that. That
10.
That statement stood out. If you put this much into your music, you'll be. I'm oh, so if I really put this much into the music, I'd be a millionaire. So.
Absolutely. Isn't it ironic that certain things like that stick with us all these years later?
Yeah, I can remember stuff when I was 3.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so
a few things.
Yeah, I think it's really important, especially coming up in this economy, with this new generation, everything that we do. We got to really watch it because it's people picking it up and it's really going to define who they become as, 20, 30 years later.
That's 100% facts.
Right.
You are absolutely right. People, especially the youth, are very impressionable. So it's up to people like us who, have a voice to be mindful of what we're putting out into the world.
Exactly.
It's important. Definitely. Who are a couple of the artists that were your faves back then?
I listened to everybody. A lot of people don't know this. When I first started getting into the music, I was listening to a lot of rock, punk rock.
Yeah.
I was listening to Simple Plan, Blink 182, stuff like that. Then I started getting into the Lil Waynes, the Chris Browns, and stuff like that. So just an array to just like kind of bring me into like my style and like what I represent as an artist. So
I love that though. I love that you were diverse, because that probably is why your music now isn't boxed in, if that makes sense. Yeah, definitely.
I know it's a little. I come a little different. Like I know you was hearing like
100%.
You're like, okay, he different.
And I love that though, because we have so many people who are boxed in with their sound, and I'm not throwing shade, but you got to venture out, because it opens you up to a broader audience.
Exactly.
What other genres would you be interested in tapping into?
I really feel like I could do it all.
Yeah.
Because I feel like music is the voice of the world, and I feel like my voice will change the world forever.
Yeah.
So I really want to give everyone like a different array of sounds and stuff that they can like, scrutinize their energy with. I feel like that matters. So I feel like I could go country. I feel like I could go rock. I could go pop, R&B, rap, hip hop, soul, whatever, reggae. I feel like it's an expression. So I got a lot to express for sure.
Absolutely can. You can do anything you want. We've heard that our whole life, right?
Right.
But it's the absolute truth and facts. We can literally do anything we want, and who's to tell us different?
Exactly.
Do you believe in manifestation?
Oh yeah. That's why I don't know if you see it. You see it a lot on my posts where I say LIV. So that's like my independent label, and it stands for Living Vision. Because if you could see greatness, you could be greatness.
Man.
So I really manifest like every position that I became. I've already told myself it was gonna be like this. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was telling you. I was like, hey, we locked in. But a lot of people like, situations happen, like be lifing. But I'm like, no, I said that, so I'm really gonna do that.
Yes.
You feel me?
Absolutely. Our word is all we got, really, when it comes to this stuff. And trust me, I get it. Things do happen from time to time that prevents us from doing certain things, because life be lifing. Yeah. But, when we're willing and able, then we make it happen.
Exactly.
And you did that.
Exactly.
You made that ride out here. Boom. Then you got a performance after this. You out here working, bro.
For sure.
What is the music scene like in your city for independent artists? Keep it G.
It's turned.
Yeah.
Like I don't take nothing from like I feel like it's a lot of people with a lot to say.
Yeah.
I just feel like we like super misguided. It's Bama. Like we just really don't have the resources, but it's crazy talent out there for sure.
What do you feel like that you personally could do to change the narrative of that? Like you said, the resources aren't there.
I really feel like we just got to do more tapping in. Like right now, what I'm saying, I'm with Tampa Mystic. You like the gatekeeper. It's like you can't really come to the A without, tapping in with Tampa Mystic. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just going to open you up to a different array of audience. They're going to know that you serious. They're going to take you serious because the name and the brand is everything. And so when they see like, oh, he did that. Okay, he not playing. So I need to do that too. Because like, so many situations can come from that situation. You never know who people connected to, the resources. You just got to tap in for real.
That is facts. And I'm grateful for artists like yourself who drive from out of town to come here, because so many times I've had artists like yourself come from out of town. Their people back home will see it and they end up booking with me.
Exactly.
I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah.
That's what keeps me up and running. You know what I'm saying? Like it's an expensive business. So I'm grateful, so thank you for being out here today. Most definitely. Absolutely. And, of course, my business partner is the biggest OG, Bigger Rankin. He does the trap from the basement here too. I'll have to show you his studio before you leave out of here. So you got to tap in with him sometime too.
Just got to do the whole rodeo. You feel me? And then
facts.
When my people see it, like, oh, you turn. I want to be turned too, so they gonna pull up. You feel me? And it's the domino effect. You hit one, all of them go.
That's facts.
That's important. So they gotta see it to believe it, though.
Bruh, I say that all the time. If you don't document it like she's doing over here, if you don't document it, it didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to document everything, whether it's from your cell phone, because these phones got phenomenal cameras on them now. You ain't even got to walk around with the big camera anymore.
Exactly.
Get that good footage. Content is key.
It's serious.
That's the thing too. As a music artist these days, you have to be a content creator too.
Right.
Constantly posting stuff, and you do a good job at that. Right. Keeping your Instagram updated and looking, neat and clean. It's not all clutter. Like some of these artists be having a bunch of junk. You know what I'm saying? Like you do a good job of.
I appreciate it,
because that's your first impression when people land on your Instagram page. You want them. Perception is everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you do a great job with that.
Right. It's like even if it's not like that, you got to make it like that.
Yeah.
Because after a while, when they see that it's like that, it's like life will shape itself up to really be like that.
That is facts.
So,
that's what my OG Bigger told me, because I used to keep so much stuff on my page and I had like thousands of posts on there. And he's like, you need to clean that up.
Yeah.
Cause there's no sense in have a flyer from 3 years ago on your page. That event done came and went. So it's like now I keep just current. I have a few old things on there because you want people to see your accolades.
Exactly.
But you want to keep that current content as well.
Keep it current, yeah.
Definitely. How long would you say you've professionally been doing music?
I like that question because I noticed how you said professionally. Like, I feel like everybody been doing music since forever, but when did you really lock in and started seeing how it worked, the business side of it, the money side of it, and just putting in work? I would probably say 2018, because I didn't even know anything about streaming and mechanical royalties and the licensing until 2018. So that's when it opened up for me, and I was like, oh, like, this is a real business. But people just see the fun side. You shoot the videos, you turned up, you drink, you get with the women, but they don't see like the work that go behind that, the money that you had to spend with no label, no manager. You just starting off or however it go. Yeah. And it's a lot. So
it is a lot. It's a very expensive business. You know, like any other business out there, you cannot expect your business to rise up without investing to it.
Exactly.
You're a brand.
Right.
You are a brand. What was it that made you say, you know what, let me go ahead and get my, business together and level this up so I can start making some money?
Like you said earlier, it's really the perception. Like, who really gonna take you serious if you don't have nothing stamped behind you? Like, you need a machine. Yeah. And even if you're not blessed with like the people, some people, they got people in the streets they put behind them. Some people got people in the, in the business they put behind them. But if it's just really you, like, you got to make yourself like 10 other people. Yes. And just tap into the resources and get everything you need to like accommodate your brand. You got to look like what you're trying to be. Man, that is facts, because there's a lot of people out here with they're faking it till they make it. People like that, they're going to fall, they're going to crash, and they're never going to rise up. Right. And then they're going to wonder why stuff didn't work out. Well, you didn't take time to really get your business together. Exactly. What do you feel like is the most important thing that you have done for your music career? The most important thing is to get my music registered. Like, artists don't even know how much money you leaving on the table. Man, like people all the time be like, tap in with the feature and stuff. Like, I know you feel like we can make a good, make good music, but what type of, fundamentals are we gonna make from this? Like, what's the long run? Like, what's the end game? Because they just, let's put it on SoundCloud. How are you going to get the money? Like, let's upload it to YouTube, or do you have your page registered and synced as a YouTube partner so we can see some money? Like, I'm just big on stuff that makes sense, because look how much we putting into it. You got to pay for the cover art, pay for the clothes and shoes, the music videos, the chain, the ice, the women, the models, whatever it takes. Yeah. And then you want to upload something and get nothing from it. Now, truth be told, sometimes it's going to be like you playing a long game, so it's not going to come automatically, but have it set up so you can start seeing it at the right time. You are 110% right. Every move you make has to make sense. Everything. And like you said, why do a record with somebody who's not going to put as much into it as you? Exactly. You shouldn't be the only one out here investing in it and promoting it. They got to do the same. They got to match your fly when it comes to that. Otherwise, it don't make no sense. Exactly. Like you said, we ain't leaving no money on the table. Right, exactly. Yeah, I'm big on that, because a lot of artists they think like the route, let's get a bigger artist, but if that bigger artist ain't tapped in with the marketing side, like, you just lost. You could take them same 2,500, 5,000 and put it into your ad campaign and blow your stuff up. Man, so you have all the knowledge when it comes to that. I could tell that you really done your homework and studied the business. For sure. Do you have OGs around you that are, in the business that put game on you, or is it something you kind of learn on your own? I did a lot of research. Yeah. It's not really people around. It's like, hey, do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I had that. It'd be a lot, what I'm doing to go a lot faster, but I do research. I'm like, this makes sense. Okay, let me do this and do that. And I seen this. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I kind of know how it worked now. So let me, And sometimes it comes from trial and error. You have to test the waters a little bit, because what made someone else be like, man, bro, that don't work, because it didn't work for them doesn't mean it cannot work for you. Exactly. You have to be the judge of that yourself and test it out and see if it does. And if it don't, boom, you don't do that again. Right. And you're going to take some losses too. Of course. Or lessons. The IG, like, I seen you post certain stuff and you like, hey, this ain't me. I don't do this. The scam is at an all-time high. And I don't knock the hustle, but it's just like, just don't get trapped in it, because you just never know who really could do it for you and who can't, and you're gonna lose a lot of money, a lot of energy. So it's just best to do your research so you can kind of know how stuff work, and you'll be able to depict what matters and what doesn't. Man, that is facts. As an artist, do your homework, because there is so much fugazi stuff. I can't even count how many fake accounts I've had created. And then they'll start DMing my followers and stuff. Yeah. And I always immediately make that post, because I don't want nobody to get scammed out of no money. Exactly. And it's frustrating, because it's like artists will fall for the okie doke. Yeah. Just like artists, let me just drop this on you. And I posted this on my story the other day.
A label is not going to hit your email asking you for money because you're dope and they want you to pay them $300 come sit down with them. That is a fake. So don't fall for the okie doke. Because some of them do. They're so thirsty to get on that they believe it's true.
Yeah.
You beyond that. You're like,
Right. I just recently got through telling somebody that. I was like, 9 times out of 10, like if somebody reaching out to you and they saying, "Oh, I found you through this, hashtag, you the truth," it's gonna be like some other stuff that come with that. Like if they talking about, "Oh, I'm gonna fly you out, I'm gonna do that." Okay, we'll do it right now then. If Gucci Man hit you up right now, I want to sign you. He finna fly you out right now. You know what I'm saying?
That is facts. He's not gonna. Trust me, he's not emailing you.
Yeah, he FaceTime letting you know he real. Like, hey, I'm right here. Like, where you at? Can you be in Atlanta in like 2 hours, whatever? So
that's perfect example because he did that with Fujiano when he signed him situation. He got FaceTime with him. Boom, you can see my face immediately. Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, definitely not falling for the okie doke.
Yeah,
definitely. Are you in album mode at all right now? Or are you focusing on singles?
A lot of my fans, they actually want tapes.
Yeah,
but I feel like I definitely got to put in. It really only take one song. So the right marketing and the right treatment in one song is what's going to take it to the next level to where I would have a big enough audience to appreciate a body of work.
I love it.
You see, so I'm not wasting content. I'm not wasting records. One record at a time. I'm going to have a set budget for each record, put it out, do everything that I feel like I can in my power, move on to the next one. Just stay consistent.
Man, that's facts. Yeah. OG always says 3 minutes could change your life.
Exactly.
And an average song is around 2 to 3 minutes, and that's what he means by that. 3 minutes change your life. Focus on, not to say you can't put other songs out here and there, but have that main single that you're putting your resources into.
Exactly.
And that's what you're doing.
Yeah. So
definitely.
That's the mode. Yeah, that's the mode.
I can tell that you've done your homework. Definitely. Going back to being misunderstood and understood, do you feel like you're fully understood as an artist? Do you feel like you're slightly misunderstood?
Definitely not fully understood yet. Like, I have conversations with people and like people would just be lost. Like, oh, he crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm on a different type of time, but y'all not over here yet. So I don't expect you to understand it.
Yeah.
But I feel like people are starting to gravitate towards it. Cause like, I don't know, sometimes you just get on social media and you just get to scrolling. You don't ever feel energy just get like, you just like, hey, something ain't right. Like, it's just too much robot stuff going on. Yeah. So it's like when you're outside of the robot stuff, that's when people like, oh, you're not regular. You're crazy. Because you think this way. But no, I'm actually the one that's on point because I'm not thinking that way.
Man.
You feel me? So, yeah.
You have to think outside the box. We ain't trying to fit in. We standing out.
Exactly.
Big difference.
Yeah.
What do you feel like makes you different? Because there's a bazillion artists out here. What makes you different? Pop your ear.
I feel like what make me different is just I put my essence into my music. Like it don't really matter what I'm talking about, but I feel like you could feel me more so than just hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know that it's something there. Like it's like, okay, there's an energy here, and I feel like he's gonna be the one that makes something happen. I don't know what it is, but he's gonna make something happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
I put a deep essence into my music. You could hear them, like my notes and my, when I do my punchlines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's important. I talk to a lot of artists. I like to mentor with some of the young ones who are just starting out. And I'm telling them, when you create or construct a song, I'm not an artist, but I know how a song should be arranged.
Right.
Every 4 bars, you got to switch your flow up. Give them a little something different. Because if you sound the same through the entire song, it becomes redundant and boring.
Exactly.
Switch your flows up, speed it up, slow it down, harmonize a little bit. Give them, your voice is an instrument.
Exactly.
Use it as such.
You got to use it.
Definitely. Use it or lose it, right? Is that what they say?
Yeah, use it or lose it. You could lose it if you don't use it.
That's facts. Take us through your creative process. Are you a writer?
I don't write.
You don't write. Have you ever been a writer?
Yeah, I feel like every artist gonna start off writing because that's just like the routine. But it's probably some artists that just is there. But it took me. I had to get through certain stages to get to the point where it's just there. I feel like it's more potent when I could just say what I feel.
Yeah.
I don't have to think about it because I feel like if I think about it, I'm trying to make it sound cool. I'm trying to make it sound realistic. No, I'll just say exactly what I'm feeling right then and there and just build the whole song around that thought, that feeling.
Comes out more organic for you that way. Right. You'd actually be surprised how many artists I interview who said they've never sat down and wrote a song. They punch in.
That's cap. That's cap.
Listen, but I always will tell them if they truly have not, then they need to experience that.
Yeah, you got to experience starting off with the pen because it's levels to it. And then I know some people that's like they real lyricists and they won't punch in. They got to write every time because that's how it resonates the most to them.
Everybody's different.
Exactly.
What, like we said earlier, what may work for one person may not work for the other. You have to find what works for you and annihilate that, you know, like dominate that. And that's what you've done.
Right. You got to, I feel like you got to really feel it. Like, and when you feel it, that's when your music going to be at the purest form.
100%.
Right.
Do you record yourself or do you go to the studio?
So like my recording process is kind of unique because I don't really like going to studios.
Yeah.
Like I can make a song in 15 minutes, but I'm also the artist that'll take 5 days to make a song. So I need that creative control where I have the time to myself. So I record in my home studio and then I take the record, break down the stems, consolidate it and send it to a professional to get that mix.
100%.
And it's cheaper that way too for artists who don't know.
It is much cheaper because you're going to save that money not paying for studio time, and you can take your time with it. If you need to go back and make some changes or whatever, you can definitely do that.
Yeah, you don't feel rushed or the pressure because some people just, automatic, like their energy automatic. Like you can get on the radio and you could talk how you talk or you could get in the camera and do it. But some people not always like that. You need that privacy so you can rock how you're supposed to rock. I
agree because, as an artist, my significant other, he's an artist and he's an audio engineer. And sometimes I'll hear him in there and I just be laughing because the way he says certain things or whatever. You can't do that when you got a bunch of people hovering over you because people are going to be laughing or whatever. But it's like, the end product is going to come out fire.
Yeah, how it's going to be.
Right, exactly. Right. So it's like you got to get in there and experiment. And I think the only true way to fully be vulnerable doing that is doing it by yourself.
Exactly.
Or maybe just having somebody in there that's not going to be judging you.
Yeah, that's just like they chilling and you could just be who you want to be.
100%. That's where your best work is going to come out. So who is doing the mixing and mastering for you?
Right now, Bama Black at Bama Studios.
Okay.
Out of Birmingham.
Okay.
They like the QC of Birmingham.
That is dope.
I think so. They hard. Bama Studios, y'all tap in. And their prices are super reasonable. Like they're not gonna bust your head and you literally get the best quality ever.
That's important.
Right.
You have to have an engineer that understands the sound you're going for.
Exactly.
Because it's hard to describe that. You can hear it in your head, but trying to describe it is almost impossible. But when you find someone who knows what you're looking for, stick with that person.
Right. They're going to cater to your voice.
Definitely.
That's what you need. Like, it's really a team thing. Like, you got to have people. You got to have your radio person. You got to have the video person. You got to have your engineer. You got to have the marketer, the traveler, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a team. It's a machine.
Do you have a signature ad-lib that you use?
Yeah, I do.
What is it?
It's like the bird call. I'm going to do it.
Let's hear it.
Oh, wow.
See, it goes back to them sounds,
yeah, back to the sound.
Like talking about now, give it to us real good.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think that is the goal and the key for every artist is to have either like a signature ad-lib or even just how your voice sounds.
Right.
When that song comes on, undeniably, they're going to know who it is.
Yeah. And I literally put that in every song.
See?
Because it's like I resonate myself like with the eagle for a spiritual reason. And so I just like, it's like I had to change how the eagle sound. But the eagle sound like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, wow. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
So I just switched it up, make it more.
You made it your own.
Yeah, psionic for the studio.
If you could be reincarnated as an animal, would it be an eagle?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Let's tell my significant other, same thing. He's infatuated with eagles. He's like, I'm going to come back as an eagle one day. Because they're so swift.
Swift.
They are. That is dope, man. What do you enjoy doing when you have some free time? Take us on the personal side real quick.
I like snacks. I eat snacks. I like going to lakes,
Yeah.
Release, you know what I'm saying? Walk through the abyss and just tap in.
Do you ground?
All the time.
Me too, man.
Hug
Give me some love on that. Yeah.
Hug trees.
It's so important.
I feel like it give me like a charge for my music.
It's energy.
Yeah. Pure energy.
Any free moment I have and it's not freezing outside, I am outside walking. I'm on the trails. I go by the water because that's where we gain our natural energy from. I love that.
For sure.
We have to be outside. And not to mention, we get our natural vitamin D from the sun.
Exactly.
That's why most people are deficient. Y'all got to get out there and get some sun. So you like being outside?
Yeah, I like being outside.
I love that.
Like nature.
Yeah, that's God's gifts.
Right.
100%.
It just put me like mentally where I need to be. And I feel like it make me stronger. Like,
yeah.
I be energetic, ready to go.
I could tell that you're in tune, like on spiritually.
Oh yeah,
for sure. We got to put our bare feet on the ground. There's energy there.
Right.
It's proven.
Yeah, it's like a battery.
Yeah, 100%. That is dope. What about like is there other hobbies and stuff that you have?
Yeah, like I'm actually like a really good artist.
You draw.
Yeah, like draw.
What do you typically like to draw? Is there something specific or kind of anything?
I really do anything, but I think I tap more into like the anime type thing. Yeah. But it was always natural, like from a child. It's just like a hidden talent. Like I'd be drawing stuff, but I never like put it out. But I might do some of that too as well.
I was gonna ask you, are you going to pursue that?
I might, because on a lot of my like EPs and my singles and stuff, a lot of people don't know like I design like the covers and stuff like that.
See?
Yeah.
You are absolutely going to make sure you have something that nobody else has,
right?
Because you made it yourself.
Yeah.
Have you thought about, this might be off the wall, but a lot of artists, one of my good friends, he knows how to draw. He turned it into a career he owns a tattoo shop now. He tattoos.
Tattoos. No, I didn't think as far as tattoos, but I have thought about like making my own like cartoon series or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Or you could draw for the tattoo artist and he does it,
whatever. Just sell it.
Yeah, there's money to be made. I'm a hustler.
Right.
I try to think about every single way, everything we do, there's a way to make money doing it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
For sure.
Do you want music to be longevity for you? Or do you see yourself switching gears and doing something else later?
I want to do everything.
Yeah.
Like, we just getting our foot wet.
Yeah.
For real, but it's like, you got to think about it. It's a million people doing music.
Man.
But it's like it's only hundreds of people that's actually getting paid. So you got to put yourself in a position, like you said, money always. And then it might not just happen for you right in the front, but on the back end, it could come from other sources.
Man.
You might pop with the drawing, then you make 100,000, then you go back and put the 100,000 in the music. Instead of trying to get 100,000 with the music, you know what I'm saying? And then, so you got to just know different things. You got to research and tap in with different people.
You are dropping some gems.
Yeah.
That is facts. Like, you may not make money on something directly, but if you have a hustler mentality and you do this thing, whatever it is, for free, because you're a hustler on the back end, you're going to figure out ways to make money from it.
You're going to figure it out.
100%. I try to tell these people, because people don't understand, like, we still have to put free work in from time to time. Like, example, I got booked to do the red carpet interviews for the BMF premiere, which was a huge opportunity. It wasn't paid, but in my mind, I'm like, okay, not only is it going to be big exposure, I met several artists there who ended up spending money later with me for interviews. Exactly. So I made money on the back end.
Like I said, the gatekeeper. It just build the brand. It just make it more like people know, oh, I gotta tap in with Tampa.
Absolutely. and again, it goes back to every move you make has to make sense. Definitely.
So that was a good move to do that, because even though it was free, it's still paid.
Major exposure, and like we got that hustler mentality.
Right.
We know how to make money. You know what I'm saying? Is music something that you want to? Oh, I thought that was me. Is music something you want to do full time though? Like right now?
Yeah, I'm all in right now.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's right where it need to be for me to take it so many different ways.
Yeah.
But I also got creative like ways that I'm getting money too. So I'm gonna just put it all together, and make something bigger. Like I'll be thinking like different. Like let me open up some restaurants. Let me invest. Might get into some real estate. Might do little stocks. Whatever. Just however you can get it.
We have to, because as an entrepreneur, we don't have a benefit package. So we got to create that for ourselves.
Right.
Other sources of income, because you don't want to have to work for the rest of your life. You do want to retire at some point in time. Definitely, and you're young, so now's the time to think about it. That's good.
Right.
Investing, there's commodities and stocks and crypto and, like you said, real estate.
Yeah, it's
booming.
It's a lot out here for sure.
What about film? Does that interest you at all? Getting into movies and acting?
Yeah.
What kind of character would you want to play?
Really all, just as long as it don't go against my morals. Like I ain't gonna do anything. Like I stand on certain stuff. Like I ain't doing anything. I don't care what they talking about money wise. But like, if it's just something that I'm naturally, like what I naturally do, I feel like I could, play that person very well. Yeah.
Absolutely. Some people will literally sell their soul for $1, and it's crazy to me.
Nah,
we can't bounce back from that.
Yeah, you can't take it with you. It ain't worth it.
No, that is facts, most definitely. Is that something you have tapped into thus far, or is it something you would be interested?
With a little film, I played around with the film. Yeah, it's fun.
That is dope, man. I love it. I love it, most definitely.
I'll get into it like super deep. I'm just like once the small stuff get out, I get more connected. I think I could do something.
Yeah. The music industry changed a lot. I know you've seen a lot of change because you've been tapped in since a young. I know you're young now, but since a youngin'.
Yeah.
What do you feel like is missing that we need to get back to? Maybe something that existed that's no longer here, or maybe nothing.
I mean, you realize how like every song 20 years or older just sound automatically better than everything that's out right now.
Yes.
Like you could have a good, like I feel like I got a good record, but you could play an old song and I'm gonna naturally say that song is better than mine. You could feel it, the soul. It's not there anymore.
Yes.
Like it's like we making zombie music.
Man.
You know, the vibrations are low, deaf. You know what I'm saying? And even though I participate in certain things, sometimes I still be like, I'm speaking my truth from what I know around me, what I seen, what I'm going through. But I still I'm like, man, let me shy away from and try to create a vibe. I want more vibes. Stuff that feel good. So, because people are going to hear this and it's going to translate with their spirit. And I want it to be like more uplifting than it is decimation or whatever. So
that's facts. I 100% agree with something you just said. A lot of the music, not all of it, but a lot of it's coming out is very low vibrational music, and people wonder why society is the way it is, because whether people admit to it or not, everything we take in,
right,
everything mentally, physically, everything spiritually, it can come back out.
Right. We need to be dancing in the rain, singing to women again.
Man,
I feel like we need to get back to that.
100%. Would you still do music if social media wasn't a thing?
Absolutely. It's a raw passion. Like sometimes I make a record and I see the chills on my own body. I'm like, sometimes I be like, dang, that's really you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like that. I just play it over and over until I just get tired of hearing it.
Listen, how many times on average, once you record a song and it's been your engineer sends it back, mix and masters on it, on average, how many times you listen to that record before you decide to put it out?
Probably like more than 100 times, because I do a lot of riding, and I have it on repeat.
Yeah,
just play it in the car.
It's the best place to listen to it.
Yeah, I could be driving like an hour, 2 hours away, and it's keep playing back to back to back.
Yeah, because you might have one little piece of something in there. You're like, oh, what? You know what? Let me switch that up or whatever. You know, you want to listen to it 100 times or more before you put it out to the world.
You're right.
Definitely, because if you don't love it, you can't expect anybody else to.
Exactly. And I feel like with music, you got to kind of be selfish a little bit. It's not so much like, oh, I'm going to do this because I think they'll like that. No, force them to like it. If you like it, then, because it's really a monkey see, monkey do. Like if they see everybody else tapping in, they're going to tap in. So just find your audience and make them tap in. And then the people that told you, oh, you need to sound like this, they going to eventually accept it. That's why you got so many artists they make different music.
Yeah.
But they have a massive fan base because those group of people still love them for what they do.
Facts.
You just gotta find your audience.
Do you feel like you have established and found your core fan base?
I feel like I'm touching the surface. Like I can feel it now more than ever.
Yeah.
Like it's been points of time I'd be on social media and then it's like the engagement is there locally, but it's just not. It hasn't hit a certain point. But lately, I've been seeing people just flood in from all over.
Yeah.
Like I'm checking the analytics on my Spotify. I'm seeing the cities where they listening the most. I'm tapping into that. People hit me up on Instagram. They talking to me. You know, they telling me, hey, you need to drop again. I listened to this like this morning before I went to work or whatever. So I'm like, oh, it's real. I could see, where it could go if I just keep applying that pressure.
Absolutely.
So,
are you putting ads on Instagram?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Run the ads.
Super important.
Like don't not run ads.
Listen, I put ads on everything. Honestly, and I'll tell anybody, even if I post just a picture,
run an ad.
I run an ad.
Yeah.
Do you know how many followers I get off of that?
Yeah.
And all I do is I choose the automatic option.
Yeah.
Out the gate. Sometimes I'll go back and do target audiences, but by that automatic option, it shows it to people who are like my followers. So I have a better chance of them, hey, let me follow her. She got something going on.
Right. And
that's dope.
And the trick to it is do the automatic for like a month. And then once they show you your analytics where most people are engaging, target that area. Yeah,
Same thing like you said, checking your Spotify artist page.
Right.
Target the areas where people like, why wouldn't you?
Right.
Like you are on point with it.
So those are the things that I just researched, like where I knew that it mattered.
Yeah.
Like, so even after I put out the record, I'm gonna have a budget just to run an ad.
There you go.
Because why would I leave my chance just to local people that just know me? The world haven't heard it yet. So
that needs to be a part of your monthly budget, like how putting gas in your car, putting food on your table, like that needs to be a part of your monthly budget.
Right, like automatic.
Yeah. And some months it might be more than others, depending on what your income's looking like. It might vary. What do you think is your very strongest point as an artist for you personally?
I feel like you got to be hard-headed with this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so hard-headed with this. Like, you just can't get me to stop.
I love it.
And I feel like that's the very thing that's gonna make it happen, because you hard-headed. Like, they saying, hey, don't keep doing it, and that's gonna make me keep doing it. So I love it. Keep telling me not to do it.
There you go. Because that's something we've been programmed our entire life. We always, not always, but oftentimes do the opposite of what we're told. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you feel like you got something to prove to the world.
Right. And it's like, don't get me wrong though, like, you're going to feel it. Like, talk to God and feel it when it's time to switch something up, but just find a different way to still get to the goal.
Yes.
So it's like, I think I read a quote. I forgot who it was from, but it was like, if you in a car and it's a driver, the GPS, if you get off track, just find another route.
Reroute. Exactly.
So,
100%, because it goes back to what we said earlier. Everybody's journey is different.
Right.
What may work for one ain't going to work for the other, and that's okay.
Right. And I see a lot of people like they give up.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's been 5 years, nothing happened. But that 6th year, you could have got, $1 million, but you stopped. So you naturally cut the universe off. It automatically had a path for you, and you naturally just cut it off. So you can't stop.
You have to keep going. Like, I always quote Bigger, that's my best friend and my business partner. And he says, it takes about 10 years to really become seasoned in this business. So if you go 5 and give up, go another 5.
Right.
Go 15. If this is your passion and this is truly what you want to do, you keep going regardless.
Yeah. It's a lot of artists that's popping right now, and they've been doing music like 10, 15 years. But it just now happened.
People don't realize that, though.
Look at their catalog. Like, I'm like, even with the Sexy Red, like, she probably major right now. But if you look at her catalog, you seeing music from like 19 years ago.
Right.
So
100%. And shout out to Glorilla, man. She just had a phenomenal interview where she talked about how she was paying to get on shows.
Right.
A lot of artists frown upon that. I'm like, bro, do you realize what kind of exposure you can get? I don't care if it's 50 people in the building or 50,000. You are going to gain new fans if you get up there and put your all on that stage. It's important.
Yeah, she's smart. Like, because look where you at now.
Now she's and shout out to Yo Gotti. I feel like he's got one of the best situations when it comes to, he's an artist himself, but he's a CEO and a boss.
Yeah.
He looks out for the people that he signs.
He understands the formula.
Yes.
So you can go so far, like, when you got the formula.
Man.
Just keep, like, what they call it, like, repeating yourself.
There you go.
Yeah.
100%. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Follow with what you know works.
Because we all, like you said, we got like a time stretch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We get older, music changes every month. They might not mess with you how they used to mess with you.
Yeah.
And you gotta, okay, if that's the hottest new person, let me go and redo the formula.
Yeah.
Let me pick you up and then pick this person up and make it a family, make it a business, a structure.
In order to be a boss, you have to put other people in a position to be a boss.
Right.
Period. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people walk around talking about they a boss, but who have you helped?
Right.
Who have you put in a position?
You got to duplicate yourself.
That is facts. 100%. What do you feel like you could work on as an artist within yourself?
Just being more assertive with just moving.
Yeah.
Like, I'm focused, but you can't be focused in one spot.
Yeah.
You got to get up and go. Like, what I'm saying? Like, it's like, even, we have communicated for a minute.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I mean, it's right timing right now, but more assertive. I supposed to have been there the first month we tapped in. But, like you said, life be life. But as long as you can make it still happen, I feel like it's still going to be a good situation. But more assertive for me, from my end, I just got to attack everything. Soon when it hits me and it makes sense, let's go do it.
But timing is everything. And you're a man of your word, because you said a while ago that you was going to come, and here you are.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't never try to rush that, because I understand people got stuff going on, real life stuff. So you might not be able to jump and do it right that moment. That's okay. I don't plan on going nowhere. I'm going to be right here.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is dope. What's the record that you got for us today? Let me open it up here.
Oh yeah, I got to fly.
Tell us about it. Who produced this record?
I made the whole song, like all the notes that you hear, the lyrics, everything is me, but I got it mixed and mastered by Bama Black at Bama Studios.
So you did some of the production?
Yeah, the production and all that. Yeah, so
wow,
yeah,
that is fire. How long you been producing?
Probably since 2014.
Okay,
yeah.
So for a decade now.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
But it's crazy because it's like I still got producers that I tap in with.
Of course. course,
and then they'll send me something if I like it. We work out the numbers, and it's mine. But it's just like I have an ear for it. So when I just get fed up, I could do it myself.
Yeah.
But I just really don't have the time. Like I gotta focus more on being an artist.
Understood.
And that's where you're supposed to have that machine.
Yes.
Everybody needs a job. Like everybody need to be doing certain things because you can't do it all by yourself.
It's difficult to really find that work-life balance because we want to do so much, but then we also got to make time for ourselves. Like you said, getting out there and enjoying life. You know what I'm saying? We have to make time for that.
Exactly.
Are you an overthinker?
I feel like I'm better with it now. It's only with certain things though. Cause like I just like to just do it.
Yeah.
Make it. I want it to be as simple as possible. But it'll be like one or two things that the nit gritty. It got to be like this. It could be a gift and a curse though. Definitely. You know, you don't want to. I got to get better with that. That's one thing that I do want to work on.
Me too. That's definitely one. If someone asks me what I need to work on, it's that. Because I will. There are times where I'll talk myself out of certain situation because I overthink it so much to the point where I'm like, you know what, I'm just not going to go now.
Right.
You know, people invite me somewhere. I'm like, well, who's going to be there? What's the parking going to be like? It's like, bruh, stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's difficult. The song Fly, is there a visual for it yet?
Yeah, it's a visual.
What's the YouTube channel?
London Lorin.
So everything.
London Lorin.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it most definitely. Let's get into this record. Before we do that, tell everybody where they can follow you at on your socials.
Oh, yeah, I can follow me at London Lorin. So that's LONDON LORIN. And yeah.
You have a website yet?
Yeah, I do. London Lorin Official. So .com.
Yeah.
You like literally everything London Lorin, like wherever site that exists, I'm on there.
I love that.
So yeah.
That's one of the most important things you can do as an artist is having your own .com because we don't own our social media.
Exactly.
We're simply renting real estate on their land, right?
They shut it down. You're done.
Right. And people getting hacked left and right.
Right.
You want to always have that backup plan. That's your website. Do you keep it up to date?
Yeah, I keep it up to date.
I love that.
Right.
That's dope, man. Anything else you got in the works before we give out the shout outs and check out the record?
Yeah, I might catch me on From the Block performance pretty soon. So yeah, that's going to be big.
They're like the originators of that.
They're going crazy right now, and I definitely feel like it'll do something big for the record.
Listen, that is fire. I love that you brought them up because I want to pay homage to them because I don't know if anybody was doing it before them, but to me, they were the first ones I ever seen doing the mic drop performances. Yeah. And it really has opened up a lane for so many people who are making money off that now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm seeing people I never seen, and they book shows now, they own or getting deals.
Right.
So it's big.
Yes, most definitely. So we can catch you on there soon.
But I feel like you need to tap into all the live mics. They all matter because it's always a certain group of people that's going to know who you are after you do it.
100%. Right. And even like, you know, with a music video, say your music video is 3 minutes long, 4 minutes long, you can make so many short form clips from that one video and post a new one every few days. People talking about, I don't have no content. That one music video could be 15 videos for you on your Instagram, 15 reels.
Right.
You know, so definitely. Who you want to shout out to?
Everybody that's doing righteous in the world. You know, if you out here getting some money, shout out to you. You know, if you out here doing, you know, God's will, shout out to you.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Shout out to yourself too.
Oh, for sure.
Because you one of them.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
You're doing everything the right way.
For sure.
You're a good person.
Yeah.
Definitely. We need to clone you, duplicate you. Because there's a lot of weirdos out there.
I do need like 10 of me.
Yeah.
I feel like it'll be big as ever.
You'll be like, I'll be sitting at the Grammys right now if there's 10 of me.
Yeah, right now.
Definitely. So we're about to get into the record. It's called Fly.
Okay.
Definitely. Give us a little, you know, history on how this record came together, though, before we check it out.
I actually recorded this in a hotel. And I had a little situation. I was just like I was staying there, you feel me? I felt boxed in. I need to be free. Yeah. So I was like, anything holding me down, I'm finna get rid of it. You know, I'm gonna fly like the eagle.
That's what you gotta do. Fly like the eagle.
So soar high, like, you know, just, you know, you gotta get away.
That's right.
You gotta save yourself. So
stop making excuses and take accountability.
Right.
That's what it boils down to.
Yeah. So.
For sure, man. Well, listen, let's check it out. Go ahead and introduce it for us.
All right. So right now, y'all listening to London Lorin Fly. Let's get it.
Let's go. Y'all stay tuned for it is your girl, Tampa Mystic.
You're locked in with Atlanta's hottest hip-hop station. The Hype 87.3.
No, they say if ain't nobody ain't doing enough. Cause when you make it to the top, you gotta keep soaring like the eagle. I don't think you got for my enemy. I know they bringing out the best in me. I'm in check up like FSD, know their hearts filled with jealousy. Oh, see, like none of these niggas checking me. Oh, feel like none of these niggas better than me. Oh, I just wanna spread my wings and spread my wings and spread my wings and spread my wings and put a freak on her, out doing dirt, I want him to die in her. I've been spitting since I was a baby, I guess I'm the born sinner. Every time nigga play, leave them cold, I'm guessing they love winter. Every time nigga play, I'm spinning on them till I'm hearing crickets. Daddy won't talk crazy no more. Till I'm hearing crickets. I don't like to be in the mix, you know my name ain't Jiffy. Yeah, they calling me the main nigga, I can't say my people. Running up them blues like dog, they think my cousin ski. They talk with God about all these snakes, I know they slithering. Told them protect me from all my friends, I can handle my enemies. They talk with God about all these snakes, I know they slithering. Told them protect me from all my friends, I can handle my God for my enemies. I know they bringing out the best in me. I ran a check up like FSD, know their hearts filled with jealousy. Oh, see, like none of these niggas checking me. Oh, feel like none of these niggas better than me. Oh, I just wanna spread my wings and spread my wings.